So we're up and running. Nicely shaped ball. Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's had a shot! No, he's missed it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
That's good running with the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Always onto this. Oh, super ball. Mbappe! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Iraq are looking to go forward now. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Played out to the left flank. And he plays one through. Shot, surely! Goal! And it's Iraq who take the lead. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Iraq breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. Now this could be a chance. Threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's a very... And the shot! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And the finish! Oh, it's come off the upright. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. He's shifting through the gears here. That's put paid to the danger. That is good alertness. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there.
He charged for a shot! Chouameni plays it long. No, that's been intercepted.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well read, nice interception. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And it's made its way to him. And it's been hooked away. That has ended up in no man's land. No, he's just misjudged that one. Great chance! Barcola is flagged offside. It's a really well-measured ball. And well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Cherki. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's going wide left. And he shoots! And he's there to belt it away. Looking to play him in. That ball looks a good one. He's had a shot! Marvellous goal! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
France have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
France are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. The second half is up and running. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through. He'll try from distance! Struck first time. Keeper's not concerned by that.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Can he get on the end of this?
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! It's level again! What a match we have!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Iraq dragged themselves back again.
Well, that certainly raised the temperature in here, and both sides are looking to up their game accordingly.
Knocks it into space. That's been slipped through. And the pass is intercepted. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's got away. Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were... Oh, he's having a go! But he's left disappointed.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter.
Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, splits second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11, le numéro 24. À leur place, le numéro 20, le numéro 14. Changement en cours.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. France still have the cards to affect this game. Great vision. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's found a way through. There's the shot! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Changement.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
Nicked it back promptly. Ambitious ball here. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, that's well spotted. Tries to pass it through. And that is a little undercooked. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That'll be a throw-in. France making further changes here, and in quick succession. Dembele coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could get...
And a shot! Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's there to get it away. Well, that has not gone well. Lovely pass, but can he get there? This is intriguing. Next goal critical. Well, takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, they could be caught out here. And he shoots. Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Well, at least his thinking was very good, Peter. Probably thought he hit the target, judging by his reaction.
He's through here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Good read, needed to... Tries from distance. Nicely weighted ball.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Lovely, now then. Tries a shot! And he should have made them pay.
Well, just look at the way the manager's berating his defence. If I was on that touchline, I'd be like that too.
Space for him to turn and look. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Cleared without hesitation. And that is it. That was the last kick of the game. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes. Another 30 minutes, hopefully, to make a difference. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. And that is well cleared. And he's quick to snatch it back. He's having a hit! Another one of football's and how moments.
Conte fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
And now they can spring out of defence. That pass has been well intercepted. Looking for the run, and the through ball. Gusto gets across to intercept that. And that pass just didn't quite work. He's having a pop! And no! He had to, and yet he could not. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Shoots! And that's a real chance missed. France get their fourth corner. No, he couldn't get hold of it. Gusto promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, delightful ball. It's a pretty loose pass. That has ended up in no man's land. Searching pass he's played there. Probing pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. So just 15 minutes still to come. So neither side able to conjure up a telling moment, and we are where we are. This is the last chance to win it. The hostilities have already resumed. They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the... Now Mbappe. Can he finish? Goal! France! Right at the end of extra time! That must settle it! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never.
Chance! That's another chance! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Zaire Emery really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the volley. Deftly away. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, just skips past his man. Chance! And no mistake. We thought they were done, but never say never. And that really is so impressive. So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can...
Big chance! No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That has not gone well.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rabiot, pass somewhat off target. So there you have it, penalties. France found a way, somehow.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a gruelling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So after 2 long, inconclusive hours, here we go. It's penalties. So spot kicks imminent. It is the lonely walk. Mbappe to go first. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Two penalties and neither scored. The rueful look says everything.
I don't think he ever really looked comfortable, put too much pressure on himself.
Oh, quite remarkable miss. Agonising, just agonising.
Well, any doubts, you just put your foot through it, Peter.
So on to the second man. Big character, big moment, big save. Doué is the third man to step forward. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
We're on to number 3 here. And he puts it away.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Never in doubt.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
So the fourth man in line walking up to the spot. And he sent it over.
Well, he clearly didn't get the contact he would have liked.
Rabiot is the 5th volunteer. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Maignan facing match point. Oh, he saved it! And that takes us to sudden death. Some can barely watch here. Every kick potentially pivotal. Firm, low, telling.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised. He just has to trust his instincts and pick the right spot. Brilliant. Considering the circumstances, brilliant. Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
And he sticks it away.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
This to stay in it. And that will do it.
Oh, just allow me to get my breath back a little here, Peter. What an ending. Fantastic.
France have done it. Taken to the very edge they may have been, but they have prevailed through sheer strength of personality. So, Jim, quite a game. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential now, and he really is growing into something quite devastating.
Yeah. Mbappe! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Nicked it back promptly. Mbappe. Now, can they... Tries a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
France really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Iraq have the chance to go the other way. And he's quick to get rid. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
That's where it came from. That's a shade optimistic. Chouameni, nicely weighted ball. He can run onto that. No. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nice looking ball. And he cuts out the supply. Great pressure, plenty of it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Has a look and plays it forward. Floated through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. His great chance! And he should have made them pay.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Not the most accurate pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. It's a pretty loose pass. Played into space. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he was quick to react.
France are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's shifting through the gears here. And he's had it nicked away. That's an imaginative pass. Cherki, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Can he get on the end of this? No, that's been intercepted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Can he latch on to this? Well timed, excellent interception. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's got away from... Tries one from range! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And that brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Now this could be a chance. The defender is not giving up on this. And the shot! He scored!
What a way to stamp your authority on this game, Peter. He was clearly thinking several moves ahead of everyone in the lead up to the goal. I was thinking at the break someone had to show real courage. That's it.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And he's intervened well there.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Koundé looking to play him in, looking for options for movement. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Brilliantly cut out.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 12.
Corner number 2 then.
11. À leur place, le numéro 7.
And now they can
20.
spring out of defence. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Threads one in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
No luck with that dink over the top.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Mbappe finds himself offside. And that's another good win of the ball. Taken back almost at once. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there. It's Dembele! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That has not gone well. Nice interception, well timed. Iraq are looking to go forward now. France with another corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Oh, there's a probing ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that pass isn't... Dembele!
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Goes for a shot! And it's been hooked away. That's beautifully weighted.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Good ball, good take. He's gone direct here.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this.
Impressive jump. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
France still ahead by the game's only goal. 5 minutes left on the clock. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, that's well spotted. That is a great pick out. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
France really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
The final seconds now. Tries to pass it through. Shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 10.
So changes a foot here, and from both sides.
Le numéro 9.
Poorly direct. And the referee brings it to a close. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Your final thoughts, Jim?
France clearly weren't looking to win it this way.